I'm not really the one known for being late. Let me see which light here doesn't give a big old reflection in the camera. It appears as though they all do. Still got to learn this lighting in the Mac here. We're going to use that one, I think. But then maybe we'll just, can we deal with that? Can we deal with that lighting? I don't know. Somebody let me know. Let me get my chat going here. It's been a long time since I've done this. I don't even remember how to do all this. Better turn the volume down. Come on now, YouTube. It already started. Tablet being a bag. Come on now. How's everybody doing tonight? Oh, we got a guest.
The guest.
Woo!
Epic truck and fails.
Oh, welcome back. Welcome back.
You wet lip mongrels.
Woo. Don't get me started on people that watch YouTube. Oh, wait, are we live right now?
We are. In front of a whole 14 people. What's happening with you? I got to read the chat on my tablet here because I'm old and tuna. You gonna drink that tuna water for us?
Oh, you better believe it.
Is that in spring water or oil?
Oh, I don't do oil. I like water, baby.
Could I get you to do a similar deed with a can of sardines? Drink that sardine oil.
Dude, I got some smoked herring the other day in a can. Oh, smelled like straight just dank. But
smell like the junior high.
I ate it right in front of the kids out of the can. That way they know what they're dealing with.
That's right. They won't ever try you again.
No, see, I'm perfectly comfortable being down here. That's what I try to explain to people. You can't beat me because you're up here and I'm down here. But I'm happy being down here. See, I'm not trying to come up. I'm trying to stay down here.
Nowhere for you to go. You can't fall further down.
Perfectly content down here, eating tuna out of a can. I mean, hey, flavored water is a luxury in my life.
Get it out of mud puddle.
What is non-potable mean, by the way?
Not drinkable. It means it's got tuna water in it.
Woo, that's my favorite kind.
Means don't put it in a pot, just go right to drinking it.
That's what I thought it meant, see?
Mm-hmm.
That's a Tennessee education for you right there, public school and whatnot.
That's right. Who do we got in here tonight? Epic Truck and Fails in the house. Hashtag dirt, dirt, dirt. Epic Truck and Fails is back, everybody. If you didn't know it,
yes, it
now
is.
You know. In case you didn't know. Mark M in the house. Valued channel member. Thanks for coming in. Harry Areolas says, boom. Cents per mile in here. Trolling me already. Says, just let Suey. Baby, you're so shiny smooth. Thank you. The sexy talk will not be tolerated. Well, it will be tolerated and degraded. Thank you very much. I give that an A+. Dan's Outdoor Trucking Adventures. Looking forward to some Sunday evening shenanigans. Yes, it's been far too long. Stan's Transport in the house says, let's go. Hollywood, DIY, I got some good news, and I'd like to pick your brains tomorrow. Need some advice. Give me a call. If you still got my number, just call me. We're doing big. Hollywood doing big things out there on the left coast. I'll tell you that.
Oh, okay. How much do you charge for advice?
I pay you to take my advice, basically. At this point.
Okay.
Cheap Freight Hauler in here says, learn me something today. What you gonna learn? What you gonna learn? Eduardo says, where y'all at? I am, I don't know, you'll never figure it out, but I'm just gonna say I'm at the world's largest truck stop.
So you're in Illinois?
Yes.
They're gonna take that sign down, dog. They built a bigger one over there in Chicago.
Which one?
It ain't a TA either. I don't know. I don't know the name of it. They're just now getting it wrapped up.
What highway?
They
What
got the parking.
highway?
They got the parking lot done. It's like 294 and 55 area.
It's a good area.
Yeah. They're gonna make a mint right there. They got like 1,000 paid parking spots there.
They're gonna pack it with white Volvos.
Dropped containers, I reckon.
Yeah. Grumpy Trucker in the house, watching returns of Tim the Toolman and drinking green tea. Yeah, he ain't made a bad show. I like that new one, that Last Man Standing. That's a good show too. He's got a new one coming out. I can't remember what it's called, but with that one girl. Big Mike in the house. Pickled eggs and pig's feet and pickled herring. It's what's for dinner. What's for dinner?
Tim Allen's going to be at the Hard Rock Casino in Rockford, Illinois. Come on.
Was he coming there for the buffet? Is he coming to play blackjack? What are we doing?
He's on the sign. That's all I know. And I'm in Georgia. Go Dogs. Go Dogs.
Go Dogs. Go Dogs. Survive to Thrive in the house. Howdy, howdy. Check out Survive to Thrive's channel. He's spoiler alert, he's half the man he used to be. You'll have to go figure that. You have to go figure it out for yourself what that means.
Okay.
Bemenda Boy, hi guys. Georgia Patriot, non-potable water is what the bottles of apple juice in truck stop parking are.
Oh, okay.
Oh. How many tuna cans you gonna eat there, son? Is that dolphin free tuna or is it extra dolphin?
I don't buy the dolphin free. I ain't got that kind of money.
Fuck a dolphin anyway, right? Them and their high intelligence.
It's one of my dreams, actually.
All right, moving on. Did you hit the buffet at the world's largest truck stop? You know, interestingly enough, I got here last night, and I went in and I shopped around, and I ended up buying. I spent a little bit of money now. I bought 6 of these, 6 Glad hand rubbers, because felt like spending some money. $1 a piece, so not much more than you'd get them for, somewhere else. So I needed some. That's all I bought. I was looking for a CB power cord for my Cobra 29. Couldn't find one. And, whatever. Wanted to see what they had for inverters. Too expensive. I need a new inverter. And went in there this morning with my shower bag. And, you know what? It's probably been 5 years since I had a truck stop buffet. So I saddled up for the breakfast buffet, and I ain't been eating much lately, so I had 1 plate and I was done.
How much?
What a waste.
How much canned tuna do they have there?
They had corned beef hash, which is eerily similar. Had me some of that. Some eggs, some sausage, some hash browns, and that was it. Wasn't even hash browns, some kind of diced potatoes and cheese, but yeah, that's what we had. And then I had a salad after that. Breakfast of champions.
Sounds good. I like corned beef hash.
The thought of a truck stop buffet is way more appealing than a truck stop buffet anymore. I always thought, I miss a truck stop buffet, and then when you find one magically, no, I don't really miss it.
Yeah, I miss the Flying J buffets.
Yeah, they had decent food. I remember that truck stop in McLean, Illinois, there on 55 to Dixie. They had a good buffet. Do they still got one? I don't even know. Does anybody have one anymore?
I try to stay out of the truck stop buffets.
Yeah, you'd have thought driver health would have got better getting rid of the buffets. Everybody thought they would, but it got worse. Just everybody just started eating fast food then.
Yeah, I used to like the Flying J buffet. Wasn't the greatest food, but damn, you could eat 5,000 calories for $9.99.
I'd load up on soup. Love the soup. Barry Harbison's in the house. Says, evening, fellas. Cents per mile says, can't make it this weekend. I agreed to a couple $11 a mile loads starting Wednesday through Friday. Damn it, boy. Catch is, it goes 1 mile.
What's this weekend?
I don't know. I have no idea. He must have been coming over to the house or something. Snorlord, the Metalhead Viking Caveman Trucker in the house says, never drink water with pot in it. Ooh, that's a good tip.
Okay. So I'm all right with the non-potable.
I think the guy in the truck next to me was watching. He just pulled up and waved at me.
Damn it.
Are you watching Estes Freight? Leave me a comment. Your wife's not driving. You could leave me a comment. Oh, they just took off. Whatever. They just took off. Left me all here all by my damn self. Let's see. The animal in the house. Is this the toxic twins? Yes. Yes. You have several 100 pounds of male toxicity in here right now. Toxic male aggression. Bemenda Boy says, I also need an inverter. I'll make you a deal on one. I got a Harbor Freight one. Never even hooked it up. Just took it out of the box, put it in the truck, and I'm like, you know what? I got big plans for this truck. I need a bigger inverter. I got a 2,000 watt. I'll hook you up with. I'm gonna kind of make it like a home office in here. So I want a pure sine wave inverter. I'm gonna put, I don't know. I thought about putting a desktop computer in here, but I don't think they'll handle the vibration well. So I'll get a laptop. They take the vibration a little bit better. And then need a printer and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Trick it out.
What about a Cummins inverter?
I did buy something at Cummins yesterday. Got a little video coming out about it here soon. I'll show you. I've been on the road for like a week and a half.
You won't find an inverter. You won't find an inverter with more Torx.
Torx is a critical part of the Cummins. Yes, as will be demonstrated in my video. I'm not going to tell you what it is, or you dirty son bitch. You'll beat me to it. You probably already got the same video made, just ain't put it out yet.
Hashtag Cash did it first.
I don't know. Covered wagon geezer in the house says, howdy, had to start a reset at home yesterday. I hate leaving at 9 p.m., but got to do what you got to do. Wow. You must be one of them old school truckers that'll actually like work and stuff. You can run overnight. Cheap Freight Hauler says, get one of them Cummins inverters. Yeah. Oliver 880 says, try We.They. The stuff works. Okay. Can you pay for that for me? Can I get you to front me that? With both feet says, hey, you in the black truck DIY? I am in the black truck. I am. Been in, I don't know, I probably put 8,000 miles on it now, average 7.8 miles per gallon for all miles. So that's been pretty good. I do have to still get it in for that no start issue. I haven't been able to put it down. Even when I've been home, I need the truck for like moving trailers around and stuff. So I haven't been able to put it in the shop yet, but I'm going to have to get that done soon. Sterling Wheel in the house says, hashtag cancel fate trucking. When you gonna tell us your big secret, Sterling Wheel?
I try to cancel fate trucking every day. That's my number one goal when I wake up. I say today is the day I will cancel fate trucking.
We're going to put it on your tombstone. Cheap Freight Hauler says, couple Flying J's have golden corrals in them. Ooh, that's got to put the hurting on the golden corral. Survive to Thrive says, I bought a thermal isolator for my dozer on my Pete that was smaller than that rubber grommet this week. $50 freaking dollars. Smaller than my wedding ring. Buy a Peterbilt, he says. I think they all like that. Think you're going to pay all of that. Oh, cents per mile says it's Matt's this weekend, big boy. Yeah, I'm not gonna make it.
Oh.
We canceled our reservations. We got some family stuff going on. We have to get taken care of. Been waiting for 6 months, and apparently this is the weekend that it has to be handled. So it's kind of critical we get that done. So we canceled our reservations. We're just gonna go do something else later. We need to get away for a few days, both of us. So are you going to Matt's?
Me? No, I hang out with truckers on my day off. No.
It's a temporary insight into hell. Smells great in there.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that.
Yeah. No.
Plus, everybody, like the gang, the people we usually meet up with the last couple of years, none of them are going this year, which is fine. I can still go and do my own thing, but we got some problems we got to get taken care of. So, yeah, it won't hurt them. It'll be there again next year, or it won't. Or it won't. Shannon Thomas Trucking in the house. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Shannon. Steering wheel says Harbor Freight inverter. What you trying to arc weld? I only had one burn up. My last Harbor Freight inverter burned up. But, oh well. They're cheap enough. Shannon Thomas Trucking says, looking good, fellas. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we?
Shannon, got your glasses on.
She got them on backwards. Bemenda Boy says, I need a 4,000 watt inverter. Damn it.
Whew.
That's a big inverter. What
you
the hell are you
switching
running? What the hell are you running?
You gonna switch your truck over to electric? Gonna put electric motors on them axles? Damn.
We need to get a set of batteries for each axle then. Steering wheel says Cash is not a bonehead trucker. See his live show last week. Are you in fact a bonehead trucker?
No, we're Epic Trucking fails. Big difference.
I've heard that's at least 7.5 times better.
It looks a lot like bonehead truckers, but it sounds different. That's the key. The sound.
Okay. Sterling Wheel says, I have secrets, dark secrets. They'll come out after the surgery. I mean, you're not going to be able to hide it anymore. Everybody's going to know. I mean, next live stream, they're going to notice less Adam's apple, and your voice is going to be slightly different. How are you going to cover that up?
Hormone replacement? Question mark?
Or enhancement.
Ooh.
Alex Foley in the house said, yeah, I really wanted to go to Matt's this year. Just couldn't swing it. I don't know. You making all that tanker money, Alex Foley. I think you could swing it if you want to. Pretty sure. Jerome Jones in the house. Good evening, everyone. Big Mike says grow lights. What do we need grow lights for? Oh, in the cab. That's why he needs a 4,000 watt inverter.
Oh, okay.
He's doing some homegrown in the sleeper.
Damn it.
How big is your inverter? You got a
pretty
pretty...
2,000 or something like that. It's not a lot.
You said it was a pretty nice one, though, right?
Yeah, it's the one that came in the Magnum truck. It's a lot nicer than I would buy if I was buying one. But I think it's 2,000, something like that.
I think since this truck is such low miles, I'll probably keep it for a long time. So I think I'll probably set it up right. I'll get a nice inverter, a big one you can run off your phone, remotely or whatever. And then I'm not going to put an APU on this truck. I've decided I'm not going to spend that money. There's so many other good ways to do it now. I either get a Zero Breeze, the big new Zero Breeze, or and in addition to that, I'll probably put generator on my catwalk, but it's going to be like a remote start one. Screw it, I'll do it right. And for when I need to charge the batteries or whatever, run the block heater. Got an opportunity starting from from scratch here to just kind of do it the way I want to do it, and I can't bring myself to spend 15 grand on a tri-pack anymore. It's like it's not in the
No, I
cards.
would do it. I would do an electric one before I did that. Honestly, if you're gonna do it right, I would just build a thing on the frame rail and put a generator on there.
Yeah,
Like you're saying, get a good one, get the remote start, the whole nine. Um,
yeah, because
you know,
I'll put a bunk heater in. That doesn't the new Zero Breeze have a heater in it?
I believe it does.
Do you know what the BTUs are or anything, or if it's
Not
strong
right
enough?
offhand. They've definitely upped the BTU on that.
I
Trying.
mean,
They're
I'd
supposed to
throw a
be sending
generator
me
on the
one, so
side, put a bunk heater in, the Zero Breeze, and be set. Really,
yeah,
won't even
yeah,
need to
that's what
idle
I
on the
would do.
coldest of nights. You plug the block heater in.
Yeah. Yeah, I would do that. I'd probably mount a split unit on the back of a truck. Um, that way you don't have to set up an air conditioner every day. Just have it mounted. You can get those little
Well,
split
Zero Breeze
units
is
for
just
like 1,000.
it's ready to go, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, depends on how you want to set it up, but yeah, I mean Zero Breeze probably do the job.
Okay,
I'm
you
waiting
got
to
a
get
link
the
for
new
that?
one to see. Yeah, you can check out my channel. There's a link in the videos for it, but I'm waiting to get the bigger one
Okay.
to see how it does. They're supposed to be sending it to me. I don't know. I'm sitting here
And
waiting on them.
as she said,
Yeah, man.
43 people in the house, 13 likes. Help me out. Help a brother out. A long lost brother. Hit the like button if you would. Where'd we leave off here? Scroll lights. Alex Foley says EGR valve and rear main seal decided to go out on me in the span of 2 weeks. Woo boy. Oh, damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, did you put a new clutch in while you had that apart, hopefully? So you don't have to do it again. Mind your helm. Cash is quiet this evening. He is.
Yeah. I mean, I'm more of the guest than the. Oh, hang on a second. I don't know why the volume's up on that. Yeah. I mean, I'm more the guest than the host. I ain't gonna sit here and go flapping my wings as the
Oh,
guest.
hey, on my show you can flap anything you want.
Ah, okay.
Sterling Wheel says I had 6 ribs removed so I could find myself. Ooh, damn it.
Whew.
Now I can tie everyone's shoes behind me for 3 feet. Mind your helm says, there you go, Cash. 12-volt AC and a generator.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many ways to do it now. There just really is.
The and you could also change out some batteries. Put in some lithium batteries instead of standard batteries, and that would help you too. Run a lot of things off of that.
Exactly.
Keep your idle time down.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Ish Legend 91 says, how's the market looking for you guys?
Pretty standard. I mean, spot market. Not a lot of volume, but it's like I just keep doing the same things over and over. So I'm
Yeah.
doing a
Got to
spot market load right now, but I'm going to pick up a load that's I've done 20 times to go get another load that I've done 20 times. It's just.
Yeah. It's kind of like the people that are maintaining really well. They don't much worry about that. They worry about building their own market.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't go back to just being spot market Johnny. Never again, ever. I don't care. The rates go up, volumes go up. Screw that. I'd never go back to just living off the load board.
Yeah.
We still do a fair bit of that kind of freight, but like it's so no, it's not the way to be. It's not the way to live.
Yeah.
Alex Foley says, I have not, but definitely will look at doing that. She goes in for surgery on Thursday. Ooh, the time to do the clutch would have been when it was out for the rear main seal, but
Yes.
that's okay. You're probably good. Ain't trying to scare you. Survive to Thrive says, how about that spot market brutality lately? Seeing rates to Florida for $1.65 a mile from PA. Yeah, welcome to spot market life. Welcome to spot market life. And everybody wait for the recovery, get better. But you know what? Technology is in place, my friends, to make sure they keep a strong grip on that. It ain't like before.
Yeah.
It ain't like before. They ain't gonna let you get it both ways, barring some kind of national emergency or pandemic, whatever. They got what they need to make sure we don't get it both ways anymore. Hell, so lately you'd be lucky to get it one way.
That's it. That's it. They got it all figured out. I mean, they got the numbers, they got the math. They know where everybody's at. They know what everybody's doing. Yeah, it's what it is. Like they know what's up.
I see. You can thank Highway for a lot of that. But I got an email the other day. Highway is coming out with Highway for carriers, so you can sign up and you can, look at brokers and do ratings and all that. And I'm like, people want to know what they're getting into. Don't a broker can survive a whole lot of negative feedback and ratings and comments. You can't. Don't be thinking you're going to go on Highway and go to war with a broker. All it takes is one freight guard on your company. And
yeah, right. Don't tell them. Don't tell them.
Oh, no. What I meant to say was go on there and light them up.
Yeah.
Give her
F them brokers. Tear them a new asshole from one end to the other. Show them who's boss.
Yes. Spoiler alert. Ain't Tony Danza.
Yeah. Well, you're too nice. You tell people. You will literally tell people what to do.
Yeah.
And it's just we got to stop. We got to start telling these people. We got to start throwing some people off the bridge. I'm just saying.
Well, going back to your live show from the night before, I say it is the best time to go out and buy a brand new truck. Make sure you saddle yourself with at least a $5,000 a month payment. I don't want to see anything lower than that because, warranty and breakdowns. So
that is very smart. Very smart.
You make sure you go ahead and do that. Cheap Freight Hauler says no recliner time this weekend. Honeydew list was too long. Going to be a rough week. Oh, you got that got to get that honeydew done. What in the hell was that?
What?
Oh, I don't know. Dan's Outdoor Trucking Adventure says I'm looking for an Eaton inverter that's plug and play with the shore power and outlet switch in the side box. The Macs come kind of equipped with that. So with the Mac, you put your inverter in, and then you run a cord. I need to make a cable or see if I can buy one with 2 male ends on it. Because you plug it right into the inverter, and then they have a shore power box there. You plug it into that, and then it distributes to the outlets in the cab. So the Mac's already kind of set up that way. You could just go get up from a Mac dealer, wire your truck that way. Alex Foley says, I had a 3,000 watt power drive inverter for a year now. So far, so good. Okay. Is that a pure sine wave? Do you know? I did get myself those bodega coolers. Are you frozen? Or are you messing with me? No, he's frozen. I got the Igloo version of that because I needed one in a pinch. So it's electric. You'll plug into 12 volt or 110. So I got that. It's working pretty good. Working pretty darn good. But that power drive inverter, that's one you can work that with your cell phone, right? I want the Bluetooth feature, whatever I ended up getting. With Both Feet says, repairs have put the boots to me lately. Radiator, front diff, cylinder 4 and 6, sucking a valve, EGR, and wastegate actuators, 3-wheel seals, flaming bag of Freightliners lately. Yeah, I got a flaming bag of reefer trailers. They are eating me alive. I mean, literally. Just about, I got 14 trailers, and just about every one of them in the last 4 months has been in the unit shop for, the cheapest one was probably $6,000, all the way up to $10,000 worth of work. And it don't matter, Carrier or Thermo King, they're both The Thermo Kings have been crapping out injection pumps and stuff like that, and the carriers have been having rear main seals, compressor seals, all kinds of stuff, like the whole laundry list of stuff. He's back. Epic Truck and Fails is back.
We back. Samsung overheated, shut her down. I don't know what's going on with that thing. The brightness is down on it. She got hot. She wasn't liking it.
No. I got to get rid of that light up there. That's too much. Is that any better? Or is that one better?
Damn, there's some bright ass lights you got in there.
I know, right? Well, that one. I'll live with that one.
You need to mount that on the front of the truck.
I tell you what,
that light on the front of the truck.
Yeah, I need to re-aim the headlights on this thing. They're pointed right down at the ground. But them turn signals on these things are bright. The running lights on the front, holy balls! I like it. I like it.
Okay.
But we're talking about repairs getting buried in repairs.
Ooh, buried. Yeah, I think next time I go on vacation, I might get the clutch done on this truck. I ain't got no problems with it, but you know, I can get it done a lot cheaper at the house while I'm on vacation than on the road somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Ish Legends 91 says, is it better to specialize and have more skills to make more money, for example? Hazmat, tanker, flatbed, oversized, or best bet to have your own market, like you said, have your own customers? It's whatever you work out for yourself. There's always good money in specializing. People make good money pulling tanker, oversized, all kinds of stuff, but just run-of-the-mill spot market is a tough way to live.
Yeah.
You're always 100% of the time depending on somebody else.
And what's good for your area too, you know, if you live, you know, where there's a lot of tanker work, you know, tanker's the way to be. But if you live in a flatbed area, maybe do that. I don't know. It's to me, a lot of it depends on where you're at, your area.
Yeah. Now my thing got dark. Damn it. We'll just do that. Screw it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to hop off here, Yeah, well, I got to get back to work. I appreciate you letting me come in and hang out for a minute.
Thanks for coming in, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Everybody have a good night. Later.
Yep, bet. Yeah, I mean, either way, there's money in those things you said. But, yeah, spot market's a tough way to be. Alex Foley says tanker rates are still good, plenty of volume, but 30% load cancellation rate so far this year. Damn. How far out do they cancel? They like canceling day of? They like, is that light better or this light? We're going to go with this light right here. They at least giving you some notice, or you like canceling when you show up, or what? Trucker Todd's in the house. Hey guys, when you plug into shore power, does it keep the truck batteries charged as well? You'd have to have some kind of like, well, now it got freaking dark again. What the hell's going on with these lights? We're just going to have to stick with this one. No, this one. Damn, that's too bright. Can't even aim that. Anyway, because you're plugging 110 volt, you know. The short answer is no. No, you would have to have some kind of battery charger running to your batteries. What else we got here? Chief Freyhauer says DIY is seen a load by a broker who started in October, has 6 5-star reviews, and all posted 8 days ago. Should I extend them credit? That's pretty new, man. What's their MC number? They got a 16 MC number? That's pretty damn new. 6. I don't care about the reviews because they can get their buddies to post reviews. Don't go by the reviews because it could even be them. They could post their own damn reviews. All posted 8 days ago? Oh, hell no. Then it's definitely. They're all on the same day. It's definitely them or their buddy. Should I extend them credit? I don't think so, man. I know it's a small operation, but I really do encourage people to check out that Credit Safe, man. Negotiate the price down. I had somebody get with them the other day, and they quoted them a high price, and he got them down to less than half of that. DAT's credit rating is, I mean, it's no good, man. They can say what they want. It's not good. Cheap Trailer says just buy new trailers with warranty, then you won't have those repair bills. No, because I can't say too much, but warranty doesn't cover abuse, neglect, you know, a whole lot of things warranty doesn't cover. Plus, like new trailers, no, I can't go up and buy a bunch 12 trailers that are $90,000. This is not in the budget. So it's just what it is. You pay it in the payment or pay it in maintenance, and you'll be paying that payment for when that trailer is old and ragged. Still be making that damn $90,000 payment and pay the maintenance. Ish Legend says, I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Well, thank you. Cents per mile says, reefer trailers are, until you've had one and maintained it for a long time, people don't appreciate what it takes to keep up on that. I mean, it's not cheap. The rates at reefer shops are stupid ridiculous these days. That's part of the problem. And I can't, I don't work on refrigeration systems on them, but I mean like starters, alternators, batteries, belts, that type of stuff I can do, but I don't have the time anymore. So I got to pay for it to be done, and it's just stupid ridiculous. Cents per mile says, best bet, stay in dry van, buy a brand new freight shaker, and get a Volvo tramp stamp. That's the 3 successful tips to life. Why aren't you doing it then? Why are you messing with that RGN? Ice Cold says, you still have the orange freight shaker. I sold it. The guy didn't come pick it up yet. He put a sizable down payment on it. I mean, I got his down payment, but he told me, he says, I'll pick it up in like a month, but it's been like way longer than a month. But I still got his down payment. I don't know. If he ghosts me, I guess I'll keep the money and sell it again. I don't know, but I think he'll come for it. He put 1/3 down, 30% down. So whatever. It's sitting there when he's ready for it. Cassius King Trucking says, you need some Harbor Freight lights. I might need that. I didn't know this was going to affect. Actually, I need a better place to mount my phone is what I need, because I haven't done YouTube in this truck yet. Like this truck. So quick review of the Mac here. Like it a lot. I like the way the bunk is set up, where you from right here you take like a small step up into the bunk, and then when you're in your bunk, your perspective is like different, like you're up higher. I kind of like that. I like the way the bunk in the cabinets and stuff are set up. I don't like there's lights back there, but you got to control them from the front. There's one little round light back there that you can control back there, but the rest of the controls for the lights are up here, and I wish I had lighting controls back there. So that's all I don't like about the bunk. It keeps the cold out way better. I have not idled this truck. It's been in the 20s, and I have not idled this truck once overnight. Haven't had to. Got a sleeping bag and a blanket, and it doesn't even really get cold in here. It keeps the wind out really well compared to a Freightliner. The insulation package must be better as well. What else do I like? I thought I liked this flat steering wheel. The steering wheel is flat on the bottom. I'm kind of over it, because when you go to turn, when you're backing into the dock and doing turns and stuff, you just don't grab the steering wheel right, and that's kind of irritating. Love the radio and the stereo. Like the transmission. I was back and forth on this Emax feature on the transmissions, where it's the super economy mode. I'd never spend extra money to get it. It's such a dog when you have it in that, and I'll never use it unless I'm empty. I just put it in economy mode, regular economy mode. And then when I'm in the mountains, shift it into performance mode. Other than that, the Emax is about useless if you ask me. What else? The overhead part up here in front is essentially useless. I mean, it's got the cabinets here with the doors, but that, that tray part up there is too small to fit anything. So that kind of sucks. I do like the seats. It rides nice. It rides really nice compared to my Freightliner. What else? I don't know. They use a little bit more fuel at idle, so I really try not to idle it overnight and stuff like that. The power is good when I have it in regular economy mode or performance mode. Fuel mileage, so I got about, I don't know, 9,000 miles or so on it since I bought it, and I've been hauling freight now. So, but my fuel economy here is at 7.8. I'd been checking it, and I just got that number. So, it's in the top 4 trucks in the fleet for fuel economy. So these Macs do get good fuel economy if you don't idle them. You got to keep the idle down really well. So I don't know. Overall, I'm happy with it. I kind of regret buying it. I really didn't need to get a truck this expensive. Just kind of a little bit buyer's remorse. Nothing against the truck. It's just that, I don't know. Maybe I went a little overboard, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'll keep it a long time. It's got I didn't even hit 140,000 miles on it yet, so I feel like it's got a lot of life left in it. I got a nail in a drive tire. I plugged it with my blackjack kit, thinking I'd have to get it in and get a patch put inside of it, but I don't know. That plug might just hold forever. It ain't lost a pound of air, so we'll just leave it alone for right now. What else we got here? Where'd I leave off? You need some Harbor Freight lights? Okay. Gary Bates says, dummy. Damn it, Gary Bates. Sending me goofy pictures in the middle of the night. Jersey Trucker in the house. Good evening, peeps. Hope all is well. Hope all is well with you. I heard you had a little mishap there, and you're recovering from it. And you're not going to Matt's. We're not going either, so we won't miss you too much this year. Gary Bates says, thumbs up, poop emoji. Trucking with T-Bone in the house. Shore Power charges my batteries through the factory inverter installed by Freightliner Cascadia. Okay. See, mine's not set up that way. Yeah, this one's not set up that way. So they must have. That's good that they set that up right. You'd have to check with your truck to see what's what. Yeah. Oh, my comments aren't coming up on my damn tablet now. What's going on here? There we go. I do have a bunk heater at home. I can put in. Where did we leave off here? Okay, it's an Ethan. I think Trucking with T-Bone says it's an Eaton inverter, I believe. Chat keeps jumping on me here. Let me see if I can fix that. If I drag it up bigger. There we go. There we go. It's an Eaton inverter, I believe. Okay, I've never seen one of those. No Fear Trucking says, hey, everyone. How you doing? Trucking is like a wife. It costs a lot. Oh, come on now. Says I went back to pulling reefer. Okay. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I'm going to finish out this flower season and then really lean into getting more of my own customers. Yeah, man, there you go. And you know what? There's plenty of small ones out there that'd be like, hey, you ain't got to contract the lane. You just say, hey, can I call you when I got a truck? But then give them trucks regular. You don't want them to be of the opinion, oh, this guy ain't worth messing with. So take freight from them. Sterling Wheel says, are you a real trucker if you don't have parking notices stuck to your driver's side window? I thought for sure I was going to get a parking ticket on Thursday night. I parked somewhere where they keep going back and forth on whether or not you can park there. It's on the side of a street by a receiver, and you never know if it's on again or off again. So luckily it was off again when I went there. I did not get a ticket. I was willing to pay it just because it's 80 miles to the nearest place to park, pretty much. How the old truck coming along? It's not. I have no time to work on it, and it's just sitting there. I've been robbing parts off it, though. I took the drive tires and put them on a different truck. I took, the hell did I take out? I took a couple things off it, maybe a couple fittings. I'm going to steal the steer tires off it here shortly before they dry rot and they're no good. And the rims, I'm going to steal the rims. And then when it's time, I'll just put, nicer rims back on it. But I got big changes in mind for several different things. I got big changes in mind for the company. I've been trying to work that out in my head, some different things I'm going to do. I don't know, I'd like to say I got big changes in mind for the YouTube channel, but I don't. I want to do it. The time thing anymore. Been making big changes in my personal life, trying to eat better. Don't always do it, but definitely working out. Been working out. Stress is a sumbitch, man. They say, oh, stress will kill you. Guess what? They ain't lying. I think stress might be worse for you than smoking. Man, it will mess you up. And the best way to deal with it is exercise. Well, first, get rid of the stressors, right? And then exercise helps a lot. So glad to be doing that. When I'm home, I get up at 4 o'clock every morning, go to the gym before I start working, because that's the only time of day I can tend to get it in. And then there may be some big changes coming with the fuel card. I'm pondering some big changes there. It's growing. I haven't had, I am talking to one new chain right now, trying to get them in, but it is still growing. I haven't talked much about it. Just it's there. It's doing its thing. The customers are using it. We're 30,000 plus gallons per month now, so it's still going. Would like it to be bigger. Competition is a real thing in the fuel card industry. So, it's a thing. We'll just keep plugging away at it little by little. You have to have growth to get us kind of go together, So that's just some kind of updates on that stuff. I did have to let somebody go because of an accident, and then the other night I got word that somebody's quitting. So I'm going to have a truck available, getting back one of the trucks, and I'm looking for a company driver to put in it. So that's one of the changes. I'm gonna go back to working hard at getting company drivers again. I did have, I haven't done one of those yearly updates about growing the fleet in a while. I think the last one I did, I said it was my goal for that year to have my first company driver, and I did. And it could not have gone worse. I literally mean it could not have gone worse. It ended in major problems that could go on for a while. So, but not the right person, not the right situation. We'll give it a whirl again. We're trying to set things up to offer some benefits and stuff. So we're getting closer on that, and then look at hopefully putting a company driver in it. So yeah, that's a change, and see how that works out. Cheap Freight Hauler says, DIY, have you tuned into Paul's Friday afternoon live shows? Yeah, the very first one, I shared it out. I don't know if anybody saw it. I did not watch the last one here lately, or yet, I should say. It's in my watch list. I got to get to that, and I wish him well, man. That guy, he's a good resource. He really is. T-Bone says, steering wheel, it depends on how many if the stickers you have down the side of the truck. Yeah, definitely. Steering wheel says, this weekend was my first time out Midwest. It's good to see questionable equipment still running. Freightliner Columbia's everywhere. Yeah, you're going to see a little bit of that. Damn it. Not like out west where it's all got to be California compliant. I don't know when you were in Iowa 80, Sterling. I saw that video, and I started looking around for you, see if you were here this weekend or what. But No Fear Trucking says, I'm in New Mexico. Ice Cold, what's wrong with the Columbias, man? Hey, ain't nothing wrong with the Columbias. I got one in my driveway right now. Just sold it. That's my first truck was a Peterbilt 377. That was a bag of crap. Oof, that truck was bad. And then my next 4 trucks were Columbias. And that's what I built my company on. Freightliner Columbias with a Detroit. Well, one had a cat. The first one had a cat, 6NZ cat. Then after that it was Detroits. So it's a great way to be. They're just getting a little old and tired. That's all. Cents per mile says throw a bunk heater in it. You'll be set. That's what she said. Sterling Wheel says tire plugs work fine. Never put one in a recap though. Okay. It must was it ruin the bonding between the casing and the cap? Is that what happens? Marty Santamore says Cassius King Trucking has axle lockers. Does any of those max? I do have to think the Ultra Loft is better. I mean it's personal preference. I'm just not a Pete guy. It's just not my thing. It's like I said, you couldn't touch a Pete, with this miles a year for what I paid for this thing, like significantly cheaper. Like I could have bought this and another truck almost for what it would have cost for a Pete with this year and similar mileage. So, get what you pay for. Maybe, yeah, kind of, sort of, but I'm not a man who's used to a certain level of accoutrement. I'm not bougie. Not that Pete drivers are bougie, but Kelly's Kitchen in the House says DIY costs more than I do. Just saying. I think she's saying I'm high maintenance. Jerome Jones in the house, member for 41 months. Get you a channel membership. Got a question. How do you find the small companies that will work with one truck? Look around, look at places, drive around or go on Google Maps and look around for places with shipping docks. You know what I mean? If they got 1 or 2 shipping docks or not a very big one, give them just a call. Actually, the best resource right now for finding shippers and receivers that I've found, if you're going to do it yourself, is the eCarrier Check platform. Get you a damn membership to eCarrier Check. It's not that much. We're working out a deal right now. They're going to give me a code for you guys because, we're friends of the channel. Obviously, they're my friends. I'm their friend, and I really believe in what they're doing. So tell them DIY Semi, and I think they give you, I want to say 20% off for life, and it ain't even that much to begin with. So I'm just glad to do that to help them out because you guys participate in their channel, and they're really grateful for it. Plus, they so you can go on eCarrier Check. It was designed for brokers, but it's really not really that anymore. You can search carriers, brokers, and you can search shippers all over the country. If you want to find lumber producers, you type in lumber producers. You can specify. If you want to find steel mills, put in steel mills. Anyway, and then by area, it has contact information. So it's not like, it'll show you where ABC Lumber is in Belgrade, Montana. It'll give you their phone number, and a lot of times for most of these places, it has email addresses, which is, you're getting a big head start right there with the information. So, yeah, get that membership and tell them. I don't want to quote. It's not all like worked out yet what their discount they're going to give you, but I told them I wanted to help promote their product. So just call them and tell them you're from DIY and they whatever discount they were going to give you. It's not finalized yet, but they'll do it. We work on a shoestring around here. No Fear Trucking says, I went for a physical the other day and blood pressure was high. Had to sit there for a little bit to pass it. Ooh. See if they'll let you lay down. That brings the blood pressure down. Gary Bates says, squat. Yeah, Gary Bates sending some weird text messages. He said, like him doing squats and stuff. I don't know how to take that. Survive to Thrive says, I'm sure this is a loaded question with a lot of different ways to go about it, but what's the best way to start contacting direct customers? Simply calling, knocking on doors, so to speak? Yeah, man. If you can do that, you're going to eventually find somebody, because most people can't pick up the phone and have that conversation. Go back. I got a playlist with DIY Semi and Paul from Freight Connect, FR8 Connect, and he will just watch all those videos, and it's just invaluable information. And then go watch a video we did with, it was a live stream. We simulcasted it on our channels. No, it was just on my channel. It was with the guys from eCarrier Check. It was live sales calls for another carrier, and you could just kind of see it's very different. I will say that, talking to a shipper versus talking to a broker. So you know what? Go to Freight Connect, go to his website, and take his sales course. You can't go wrong with that. Like, you'll learn, and you'll get a little bit of tutoring from him, a little bit of coaching from Paul. Both those resources, man, are just, man, people take for granted those resources. They just don't know what they have right there. For a small carrier, like, you've never had anything like that before. People don't want to work no more. Preach on, brother. He's preaching to the choir. You are preaching to the choir. But they want the money, and then maybe might get mad when they don't get it because they didn't work. But yeah, I want to take this weekend off. Okay, well, then you're not going to get money. Alex Foley says, had a phone, had to take. Okay, but yes, inverter is pure sine wave with Bluetooth. Normally, I get 1 to 2 days notice, but last couple of months it's been 12 hours or less. Last 2 that canceled happened day of. That sucks, because sometimes you deadhead like hundreds of miles with that tanker to get a load, right? Don't sometimes, depending on the product, you have like a 50% deadhead? Cash is King Trucking channel member says, go dogs. He ain't wrong. Those older pre-2000 ELD exempt trucks are going up in value. That's because people will pay it. That's a whole thing. The whole thing. I seen a truck charging DOT and name on the truck the other day with duct tape on it. What does that mean? I seen a truck charging DOT and name. Changing, probably you meant. I saw a truck changing DOT and name on the truck the other day with duct tape. I'm like, what the hell? That is an all-day, everyday occurrence. It's yeah. I have a good friend that's a broker, and we play some shenanigans now and then. Like, he'll let me listen in on his phone calls. We talk a lot on the phone, and he'll be like, hold on, I got a call. So I mute myself, and then I listen to his calls. And it's astonishing the shit that people pull. He makes people send in a picture of your truck, trailer, and inside of the trailer to make sure this trailer was suitable to load. And they'll send pictures of trucks with the MC number don't match the load with, doesn't match with the company that's trying to book the load. And he's like, what kind of bullshit are you trying to pull? Oh, brother, that's my cousin truck. Like, well, that's not you. So it's just everything's a scam with people, man. And it's every day. I might give up my brokerage, to be honest with you. I just did my taxes. I only made a few $100s with it last year, and I think I'm just gonna pay the bond just to keep it active and just let it sit and get some age on it. But I'm not, like, in today's day and age, I am not interested in brokering freight anymore. I think I've moved probably about 225 loads lifetime, and I'm not willing to deal with the fraud. I'm too small. One bad fraud would crush me. So I can't stand talking to these people. Chief Ray Heller says, Sterling, is there going to be a reveal video? Jersey Trucker says, I finally got the issue fixed and trying to recover. Physical therapy is kicking my ass. I'm still going, though. You're still going to Matt's? Oh, cool. Good for you. We're going to miss you this year, brother. But with luck, we'll be back next year. With Both Feet says, speaking of California compliance, if you need tested and are in Boise, get a hold of me. Yeah, With Both Feet went and got certified to do the California emissions testing. He's up in Boise. So if you need that clean truck check done on your truck, look up With Both Feet. He's up there in Boise, and he can come to you and get you hooked up. I don't know if he wants to drop his contact information. Go to his channel. He's got a channel, YouTube channel. And I don't know, email him or something. Alex Foley says, got to play around in the snow a bit in Minnesota and Wisconsin, but that was fun but unexpected. Cassius King Trucking channel member says, I'm starting a consulting firm. Woo-wee. Come on with it. Is that in addition to the movies that we're going to make? No Fear Trucking says, I'm on my way to Tracy, California. Okay. There we go. Cassius King Trucking member for 43 months. Says Peterbilt's are money. Money. Can't argue with that. I got to check out his Peterbilt the other day. I got up inside it, and let me tell you what, it's like the layout of the dash and stuff, very, very different than anything I've encountered before. Like the way the switches are and stuff in the dash over here on the right side are just very, very different than what I'm used to. And then it's got a touch screen for some of the different gauges. Yeah, I'd have a hard time getting used to that. It was nice though. A lot of space in that Ultra Loft though. I will say that, a ton of space. Do a lot of stuff in there. No Fear Trucking says, find one closer to your house and talk to them in person. Oh, a shipper? Yeah. Jersey Truck says, I'm still going to Matt's. Was looking forward to see you guys. I might give you a call when I hit the road. Okay. Yeah, we were going to bring you some, you brought me some Yingling last year, which is the oldest brewery in the U.S. And near us, we have the second oldest brewery in the U.S. So I was going to bring you some of that beer. We'll do that next year. Shannon Thomas Trucking says, Jersey Trucker, don't push it. Get all the way healed. We could you find somebody push your ass around in a wheelchair over there at Matt's. Get all that premium parking. Come on. Cash, don't stop that truck. We got freight to deliver. Cassius King Trucking says, always keep your hand open when they're checking your blood pressure. If you make a fist, it raises your blood pressure. Oh, I did not know that. Also, do some tests on your own. Figure out which one of your arms is lower and have them use that arm. There should be a slight difference, a very slight difference in the blood pressure between your two arms. If it's a big difference, you got some issues. Consult medical attention. No Fear Trucking says, as long as he don't send you a pic in a pink skirt. Oh, Gary Bates, don't give him any ideas. You might just do that. Alex Foley says, what do y'all think about that bill in Arkansas fining drivers $5K for having a non-domiciled CDL or can't understand English, $10K fine to the carrier? I love it. Let's stop selective enforcement. I don't think that passed yet. They're definitely not arresting people. That's a bunch of BS. That stupid Facebook video from that guy is stupid. Don't anybody be believing that. But hopefully they do pass and enforce some kind of rules, because this is a bunch of bullshit. It's not safe. And you know what? Shame on these shippers and receivers for letting somebody walk up to their window with Google Translate. Shame on you. You know, you're a company that pays insurance premiums, and you're going to have somebody on your property that can't follow instructions. And if you're a chemical plant, what if there's a chemical spill, right? Or some kind of emergency? Like, shame on you. Kelly's Kitchen says, Jersey Trucker, we're going to miss you. Yeah, we are. Art H in the house says, box breathing or the Wim Hof method of breathing helps blood pressure. I think I've heard of the Wim Hof. I've never heard of box breathing. What country is that Volvo engine from? I don't know. Jersey Trucker says, hi, Shannon. Alex Foley says, yep, 4,000 miles this week, 1,200 of it deadhead. That's okay though, because you get a lot of your deadhead is accounted for in your freight rate. I think you get pretty good freight rates on that tanker. Crazy Truck says, "Hi Kelly, me too. We'll see you next year." Okay. Oh Lord, set for 4 hours. Finally got loaded. One basket on a flatbed trailer. Threw down 4 straps. Guy came out and said, "Load canceled. Take the basket off." Oh, damn it. See, that to me, that deserves more than a truck order not used, because you had to load on your damn trailer. Like, you were there. You had time invested into it. Like, that's more than a truck order not used, if you ask me. Hopefully they took care of you. Art H says, hopefully they will get rid of CARB in California. Hey, you never know. They rolled back a bunch of those EV mandates. That would be nice. I'd like to see some of them CARB regulations gotten rid of in California, because it's stupid, the compliance. I've been doing some of that. I registered some of the trucks, like 3 of the trucks for California, and what a pain in the ass. You guys do it in like 3 different places, like 3 different websites, and then much less the trailer too. It's like, and don't get me started on that. Don't get me started. Oh, there you go. With both feet, for his California testing for trucks, carbtestingidaho.com. I wonder if I can I pin that comment? Can I pin it? Let me see. Can I do it on my phone? Where you at? Where we at? Here we go. Pin message. There we go. We pinned that in the chat there. carbtestingidaho.com. Art H says, Youngling Black and Tan Porter is the damn good. I don't know. I don't know if I had the black and tan. I think I just had the regular. I went home and asked my local watering hole to get some of it, and they said they would, but they never did. And that wind, y'all see my truck rocking? You see me rocking? That's that freaking wind kicking up again. It's been like windy for like 2 weeks nonstop, and I'm getting a little bit surly about it. Really tired of it. I don't care about snow. I don't care about rain. Hell, I drive through a little bit of ice. I hate the wind. Driving through wind makes me so angry. It just sucks. Alex Foley says, I say week, but I've been out on the road since the 16th, so not as crazy as it sounds. Okay. I had no idea, but apparently there was an official memo back in the Obama days instructing not to enforce the English requirement. Now, that interaction at Matt's last year with the FMCSA makes sense. Yeah, that is a true thing. Incidentally, if you didn't hit the like button, hit it if you get a chance. I had a conversation with the FMCSA last year at Matt's, went right to their booth. Tried to be a little bit calm and collected, because the guy next to me was acting a fool and probably was about to get arrested. And then earlier that day, they did arrest a guy. The people standing there at the booth, they don't make the rules. They're not all that thrilled, that friendly with one of the guys, and I just talked to him about everything that was going on. He's like, I agree with you 100%. He's like, I was a truck driver, and it's bullshit, and we've been told not to enforce it. Leave it. We've been officially told to leave it alone. I'm like, oh, well, I guess that explains it. Doesn't do any good to stand here talking to you about it then. But on a side note, he's like, this is stupid. We know exactly what's going on. We know exactly the people that are doing it, and we've been told to leave it alone. So I tried to get him to raid Chicago. I said, if you want to do something about it, the best place to start is in Chicago. And they're like, oh, we know very well, where these places are. And he says, when we start to go after them, he says they're faster than we are. They already have 20 other companies set up, and they just dump that MC and move to the next. And I'm like, well, why don't you start with those newer MCs and work backwards? Because you can trace down who owns them. You can trace down relatives of, the guy's wife owns this company and he owns that one, or cousin or brother. You can track all that down. Start with those and shut them down and move backwards, so they got nowhere to go. But you got to have the will to do it, I guess, or the interest in doing it. Chief Freight Hauler says that Mack Volvo engine is from Hagerstown, Maryland. Hagerstown. Okay, I didn't know if it was there or that they got that plant in Pennsylvania. What the hell is the name of that town? Can't remember. Can't remember the name of the town. Shannon Thomas Trucking says, I don't like windy days too much. No. You sit there and listen to your turbo whine and watch your fuel gauge drop. And then try and keep her on the road. Dan's Trucking Outdoors. Thoughts on fuel card for better prices at Love's, Pilot, Flying J already have the DIY card, but we're kind of short on locations here in Washington. Yeah, we have added a couple in Washington. So there's some different things going on there. My partners don't want any of the other majors, and that's become a sticking point. So we're trying to work through some different philosophies. I think I have a different philosophy than my partners do, and we'll see what prevails here. We'll see what happens. I don't know. Had it to do all over again, would have done some things different. But I tell you the truth, I have learned a lot, and someday things will be different. Someday things will be different. There's always a lot of different things to learn about different industries. But once you learn them, you're like, okay. All right, I got you now. Marty St. Moore says, Trump made English the official language of the U.S., so shouldn't you need to take a driver's license in English and CDL? That is up to the states. CDL testing and driver's license is up to the states. So I believe Minnesota, will let you take that test in something like 9 different languages. So, write your local politician, right? And then I think in Illinois, a buddy of mine told me he lives over by Peoria somewhere. He said he went over by Chicago to take his test, and he saw people sitting there. You can have a translator sitting at the computer screen with you. I'm like, who the hell is to say that translator isn't giving you the answers? That's a bunch of BS. So, till that changes, what are you going to do? With Both Feet says, we tested an RV the other day. He was stuck in an RV park for 6 months. Couldn't re-register his RV because he didn't get tested. Damn, that's crazy. And he wasn't even in California. Tennessee Trucking says, what it is, Scallywags? I hear a dog barking. Oh, you guys remember remember when I first got this truck and I did the video on it and I said, there's always something beeping back in the sleeper and I can't figure out what the hell it is. I mean, I went in as far as to look at the low voltage alarm for the truck, and it wasn't that. I found somebody had left a screaming meanie in the back, and it fell down into the crack between the cabinet and the bunk. So had a damn screaming meanie going off for the longest time, every 10 minutes or so. Had a 9-volt battery in it. Damn good battery. Man, that thing lasted a long time. So I found it, and I took the battery out, and now we're good. But yeah, that was what was beeping in the damn bunk that was driving me absolutely crazy. That one guy, Swift DIY, Werner, or CR England? What about him? What about him? What do you need? What do we need to know? Alex Foley says, I got 5.8 miles per gallon earlier this week, empty from all that wind. Jeepers. Damn. That's hard to take. Cheap Freight Hauler says, there you go, Macungie, PA. That's right. Damn, there's a dog out here freezing its ass off. That dog don't want to be outside even. Macungie, PA is the Mack plant. Hagerstown is the powertrain plant. Okay. See, I did not know that. America. Either way, it's America. That one guy says, Illinois is as bad as California. I don't know about that. I don't know about all that. Minnesota, well, we're not even going to get into that. There's enough shenanigans everywhere to go around a little bit. Ooh, hour and 15 minutes. I think we're going to wrap this up. I got a 1 a.m. delivery tonight. I'm about an hour away. I don't even know if I laid down. I ain't even tired. But I can stay live. I don't know anything anybody else wants to talk about. Anybody want to come in as a guest? I don't even know how to do it. You know, it's been so long since I did this doggone YouTube thing. I don't even remember how to post a link. I'm using the YouTube app, not StreamYard, because my StreamYard subscription ran out. Copy link. Let's try that. How do I post it? As a comment. I can't post a comment in my own chat. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh well, guess not. What's this? Nope, can't do it. Can't even do it. Oh well. We'll just call her a day. Everybody take care. Check out carbtestingidaho.com. Use promo code. Here's 20. Here's an extra 20. Make my truck pass. And yeah, guaranteed success right there. Slip them a 20. We'll get her done. All right, everybody take care. See you later.